The Berean Academy Eagles football team continued their blue-collar mentality as they won a first-round home playoff game last week against Western SciTech. And now the second round will be on the road to Surprise as they face the 7-1 Imagine Prep Academy this Thursday. And we're going to take a few minutes to talk all about it on this episode of the Berean Academy Eagles Pregame. That's what we're calling this. The Berean Academy Eagles Pregame, brought to you by the Ed Morse Automotive Group. Stop by Ed Morse dealerships all across Sierra Vista for your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Sierra Vista and Cochise County is now backed by Morse. We welcome in head coach Jalen Hampton. Coach, good to see you again, sir. My gosh. Let's talk about this first-round game last week against Western SciTech. You literally played the same opponent twice in less than a week. What were the differences that you saw from your team from the previous game 4 days before and then the actual playoff game last Thursday?
On a good note, I thought we were, in the first half, it was way more disciplined. I think we were way more focused. We really knew what the game plan was and really stuck to it. One of the high points as a team was we controlled the ball for the whole first quarter. They didn't even touch the ball for the first quarter.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was so incredible.
I really think, again, I really think as any offensive coordinator, as probably on their bucket list, to control the ball for a whole quarter. So, again, with us being able to do that, with us being able to create turnovers, I really think that we were playing peak football. One of the things that kind of got in our way was that coldness.
Really, I didn't notice how cold it was. I had no idea. I didn't notice.
And I was telling the kids to suck it up and be blue collar while I was in my jacket and hoodie. So they did good. We got to a point where we tried to give a couple kids the ball that haven't really gotten the ball before. Overall, our defense played really well. Communication was key. And I think our communication was a lot better this game than last game. That's
interesting to think about. And moving ahead to this Thursday, we're talking November 14th, taking that road trip to Surprise against Imagine Prep that you last played in mid-September. They had your number that game. It was early in the season in this whole new Division III outlook for the CAA. They beat you 21-6 in mid-September. What are? It's going to be a completely different team, right? I mean, for them and for you.
No, 100%. We went in with a few injuries to that game, and then we actually came out of that game with even more injuries. Within the first two plays, that's actually when I think Logan got hurt the first drive of that game. Merrill got hurt the second drive of that game. Our two senior linemen went out. So they to us, they kind of were playing a JV version of ourselves, and then really, after the game, you can even ask the kids. I wasn't even mad because I was so happy that the freshmen were out there making plays and out there competing and stuff. And we just said, hey, next time we see these guys, they're going to get the varsity version of us, and we're going to see what happens. So that's just kind of our mindset. We're going into this game with a bunch of confidence. We're excited. We really think that we're the better team, and we're going to go up there and we're going to go prove it. So
now normally when we do these interviews, we're at Hampton Field. Today we're a day early doing this because we're 2 days out from the game. Today's film study day, right?
Yes, sir.
And which game of theirs are you watching today?
So we're just watching kind of some of our old film, just seeing what we can kind of key up on, what we can do cleaner. Watching our game from the past, just again seeing what mistakes we made, just really focusing on what we do because we don't know what they're going to do. They're really going to be something different. So we want to see what we can do better, where our eyes are, on our blocks, making sure that we're actually making the right blocks, that, what we can do to prevent holding calls and stuff like that. So that's really what we're looking on, to make sure that we play a cleaner game, not give the refs any reason to throw flags on us.
Yeah. So. No, definitely. Well, can we talk to some of the students here, some of these student athletes? Come on up. Introduce yourself to everybody again.
Isaac Merrill.
Isaac, what grade are you?
11th grade.
11th grade, a junior here at Berean Academy, and talking about last week's game. Is it more challenging or less challenging to be able to play the same team within 4 days, twice?
I mean, I feel like it could be both. It just depends. It's definitely challenging because you have your plays that you go against them with, and they have their plays they used to go against you with, and you kind of have to try to see if they're going to do the same plays this week as the next week or the same week. So it's just kind of like a mental game. But I mean, we was ready for it. We wanted it. we checked the weather. We saw it was cold. You know, we was ready for it. Phoenix boys, I didn't know if they were gonna be ready for it. So it was a good game. It was a good game.
Oh, it absolutely was. It was a great game to call, and we had a heck of a lot of fun calling that game and watching you guys in action. Now looking ahead to Thursday, the 14th. This is second round, you know, and you're going on the road into enemy territory there in Surprise, Arizona. Are you guys going to be the ones who bring the surprise at the end of the day?
Yes, sir. That's the plan. That's the plan for sure. You know, we have all our guys back, so you know we're really just ready to play how we play. So
talk about what that's like to have that full unit there, the entire team, healthy, strong, and ready to go against this team that had your number earlier this season.
It feels great. It feels great. Just all of us being together and everybody healthy, you know, it's a blessing for sure. And I just can't wait to see what happens.
Well, neither can we, man. All the best to you. And you want to introduce the next person who's coming up here?
Logan Seeley.
Logan Seeley, numero 7. Good to see you, sir. Man, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us today, along with Isaac and Coach here. Let's just forget about last week. We're looking at this week. We're looking at 2 days from right now, literally 2 days from right now. You will be in Surprise, Arizona. You will be ready to go against this Imagine Prep team. Now, this is the team that you ended up getting dinged up a little bit in that game. What is going to be the surprise for them come Thursday night?
I mean, now everybody's back. We have the explosiveness we've had kind of all year. Everybody's back. We had Hively, he didn't even play that game.
Really?
He didn't even get to suit up that game, so he's back. I mean, we're back healthy, and we're kind of back to where we were.
Now, again, even in that game, the score, it's not like it was very it wasn't 21-6. Sounds like it was worse than it probably was. You know, you were still in that game. It's amazing 8-man football at the Berean blue-collar way. So what are the differences that you're going to be able to bring yourself, knowing how these last few weeks have amped up in this second round come Thursday night?
I mean, more I think it comes down to leadership. I mean, and keeping the energy high. I mean, I went down with the energy, and I could tell the energy dropped off a little bit. So I think the biggest thing is going to be keeping our energy high, making sure we're staying disciplined and things like that.
Well, and we can't wait to see it because we'll be there alongside you, and one of us might even be driving up on the bus with you. I'm not sure which one that might be, as John toots the horn behind you. No, you're not going to go like that, John, to the bus driver and have them toot the horn. But Logan, my goodness, we wish you the best of luck, man. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Congratulations. Coach, come on back in one more time before we wrap this thing up. My goodness, all the things you've been focusing on, what are some key specifics that you're going to be hitting on in practice today and tomorrow before Thursday?
So this is a big team, and, you know, we feel like they're a bunch of bullies, so we want to be more physical than them. So, you know, again, communication is number one, but we're really going to emphasize on being super physical. We want to out-physical them at the line of scrimmage. We want to be able to reset the line of scrimmage, and really just making sure that fundamentally, you know, we're playing good fundamental football. And I think if we do those three things, we're going to come out with a W. All
right. Now, did you have the prediction close as far as the score last week?
I did. We gave up a couple more touchdowns than I wanted, you know, the cold weather, you know, letting some of the freshmen play and whatnot. But other than that, I think my prediction was 28-6.
Okay, well, and I imagine that this week's prediction is going to be somewhere around in that same ballpark. We'll find out for sure after Berean Academy comes home with the big win Thursday night as they look forward to facing Imagine Prep up in Surprise this Thursday, the 14th. And again, leave us some love in the live chat for your Berean Academy Eagles, Coach Hampton, and all of the student athletes that make this team possible and make them go in amazing ways. Thank you for watching this episode of the Berean Academy Pregame, brought to you by the Ed Morse Auto Group. Ed Morse Auto Group in Sierra Vista. Sierra Vista is now backed by Morse. For your next new or pre-owned vehicle, stop by any one of the Ed Morse Auto dealerships. Round 2 of the playoffs. Round 1 was huge. Round 2, how will it go? Who will get the surprise? In Surprise? I think the Berean Academy Eagles will pull off the biggest surprise of all, and they will go on to round number 3. I know you're not looking past that, so we won't talk about that. But let's go. 1 week season, and let's go 1-0 this Thursday night. Leave some love in the live chat. Share this video around. Tag your friends and family who are Berean Academy faithful, and let them know to be watching Cool FM Live, because we will be there there live. John and I will be in Surprise for that game this Thursday night. You will see it live. If you're not coming up there, you should come up there. Let's have that whole stands full of Sierra Vista faithful. We can't wait to see it. Coach, thank you so much for letting us stop by today, man. And best of luck in the game on Thursday, November 14th. Berean Academy traveling to Imagine Prep. We can't wait to see you guys there. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you again soon.